Are y'all ready? It's time.
Woo! Good evening. It's Mama Sue, and welcome to Moments with Mama Sue. I tell you what, I am so excited. I've been glad all day long. I've been glad all day long. Yes, I have, because I knew that I was going to get an opportunity to connect with you. And you already know connecting with you is the best part of my day. I'm so excited to see everybody. Thank you for dropping in. Albert Reed, good to see you tonight. Ambassador English, everybody that's with us. Y'all be sure and make the chat lively because we are going to have an exceptionally wonderful time on tonight. I know that many of you have been participating in King Day activities. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We celebrate, honor, and commemorate this great, great, great freedom fighter. And we certainly appreciate everything that he did. And just thinking about all the things that he went through inspires me to do more and to do better, to do what I can, while I can, when I can, where I can, and to do it to the very best of my ability because we can all make a difference. That's one of his quotes that I love, that we can all do everything, but we can all do something. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and do what you can, while you can, where you can, and when you can, because you are making a difference. Another famous quote by Dr. King that I really love, I put on the screen for you all. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Oh, that speaks volumes to me because we're going to have some setbacks in this life. There are going to be some times that things don't go the way we planned, but oh my, we've got to hang in there. We cannot lose hope. So we celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And today was a day of service. So y'all put in the chat, what did y'all do for this day of service? What did y'all do for the day of service? I see Chatty Bear is here. Oh, what a wonderful treat to have you here with us. He's churching and doing so many things. I can't wait till I can have him on here. But listen, we're going to have a good conversation on tonight because what I love doing is just getting the opportunity to introduce some wonderful people I know, do some other wonderful people that I know. And of course, we want to give a shout out to all of the WJIL.today listeners. They catch Moments with Mama Sue on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 3 a.m., 10 a.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.wjil.today, Gospel Radio, on Roku and Fire Stick TV. I love that they're listening to the rebroadcast of Moments with Mama Sue, and I continue to believe that God is up to something. So shout out to everybody that's watching right now and everybody who will catch it even in replay, because that means a great deal to me. And then I want to tell you all to please come on and roll with me tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the third Tuesday of the month, and I'll be at the Midland Southeast Senior Center right here in Midland, America for our senior sing-along. We have a great time. All of those vivacious elderly child, we get in there, we sing. Oh, yes, we do. We sing until something other happens up in that place. We have the greatest time. And you're invited to join us. If you live in Midland and the surrounding area, you can come and be a part of it in person. But if you can't make that, then you can tune in to my Facebook page, and I always go live around 10:30-ish, and you can catch us singing. We even have people who put in requests sometimes, and we absolutely love it. We're just singing praises and inspiration, and I never leave. I never leave the Southeast Center when I don't feel just wonderful in my heart. It just blesses me so greatly. And then while you're rolling with me, I want you all to please, please, please go ahead and grab Miss Annie from way down south for your children. It will bless them. It's a rhythmic musical story that I absolutely love. Miss Annie is a little bit zany, a little bit eccentric, but your children will love her and she'll drive straight into your heart. So we want you to have that. And you can order it today via my website at www.sueroseberry.com. And then, of course, while you're over there, you might as well pick up the perpetual calendar with all of my thoughts and inspirational quotes. Now, these are original quotes. I didn't get them from anybody else, but the Lord. I got them from the Lord. The Lord dropped them into my spirit. Let me see what it says for today, because I have it right here for January 16th. It says relationships take work. The majority of the work needs to be done on yourself, which is good, since you can't really change or alter anybody else. Spend time doing that which will yield positive results. Yeah, that's a perpetual calendar, thoughts from the heart. It does not have a year, so you can just keep flipping those ideas and those thoughts around every single day. So you can get thoughts from the heart, my daily thoughts and inspirational quotes via my website, www.sueroseberry.com. And listen, I love when I get to see you all when I'm traveling the country and I stop in at different places. I was in Cleburne this past weekend and got to see some folks and sing and enjoy the fellowship. I absolutely love that. That is my favorite thing to do. So if you're anywhere in the vicinity where I'm traveling, I'd love to see you. This weekend, I will be in Houston. at the Holiday Inn, 3539 North Sam Houston Parkway West, with the incomparable Angela Bennett for the Angela Bennett Show third annual anniversary celebration. Y'all, it's going to be a red carpet. There'll be food. There'll be networking. The community is coming out. And then, of course, you'll get to meet and see the co-host for the Angela Bennett Show. That's Sharaya. How messy do you want it? Y'all know Angela's show is all that. And then we have Michael David Harrison, and y'all hear his segment on the show all the time. There's a message in the music. And I get to hang out with them this coming weekend, January the 20th. So if you're in H-Town, this is for you. It's a free event. Just come on out. The food is free. The fellowship is free. It's going to be wonderful, awesome, and amazing. So you guys be sure to drop in. I want to see you. I want to see you. I would love to get an opportunity to connect with you. So you all come on out. That's going to be in Houston on this coming Friday evening. Well, we're looking forward to a fabulous time on the show because I have an exceptional guest with me today. I met him a number of years ago, and he even has pictures that go back further than my memory did. And so I am so pleased that he's on the show today, and we're going to be talking with him right after this.
Advertise with us and let Mama Sue's family know what you've got going on. Email us at msroscbe2 at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, the most wonderful thing in the world is to get to meet people that you have a like passion with. They are doing things that are exceptional, and you gravitate toward them because they have a special energy, a certain something, a certain charisma. And this young man that is on the show tonight has all of that and more. He hails from the Bay Area, Oakland, California, and we're going to find out all about him. I'm not going to even try to go through all of his bio because we're just going to talk to him. Y'all want to get to meet him, right? You don't want me just reading something. So I'm going to bring to the screen, and I want you to give a great big Mama Sue's family welcome. Put the hearts and the emojis and all the stuff up in the chat, and welcome the incomparable JaCoree Prothro. Hey, JaCoree.
What's up? I'm with Mama Sue. I'm juiced. I'm
Oh,
so juiced.
hey, I'm so glad to have you.
It's amazing because I don't think you remember me running up to you at the GMWAs because I had you on repeat when Sunday Best was on. We was having Mama Sue services at my house.
Oh, that is so kind. Well, and you had the pictures to prove it because when I looked at it, I could date it by my purse.
I was going through my phone. I said, you know what? She probably has no idea of how long I've been just a fan, and now I can say I'm family. But it was just like, wow, she gonna go crazy when I send her these pictures.
Oh, I did. And I remember, I said, oh, Lord, it was a long time ago because I remember that purse.
And I bought the CD, and
Yeah.
I still who is still playing the CD? Come on, the music doesn't stop.
You're so kind. Well, JaCoree, tell us how you even came to be a singer. What
Well,
inspired you to sing?
I do know that it's in the blood of my family line, so I do know this. Some of the driplets of spark come from that, but all I can remember honestly is just sitting in front of the wood box televisions that they used to have with the little buttons, and watching Bobby Jones and the different Motown specials that would come on. And I really couldn't sing when I started. I would just mock the voices that came on the television, the screen. You know, the Clark sisters would do the little crazy stuff, and I would just mock them. And as time grew, the gift just began to develop.
Wow. Wow. Well, now, do you feel like you're still evolving as far as your sound, or have you found what you think is the JaCoree Prothro sound?
I think I have something, but I'm always adding to, because I can actually say now that I've gotten a little older, or say wiser, I can actually listen to myself and actually gain something from listening to myself, if that makes sense. Because for many years it was just like, oh, I sing, but I didn't want to hear the playback.
Well, that's most singers. I don't like to hear my own self singing most of the time. Hear it back.
Really?
We're always more critical.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yes.
But now I'm at a place now to where I can see the hand of the Lord on me, on my gift, if I could say that, and it inspires me to do more, or be greater, or to add to what I see.
Well, that is so cool. Well, now you are, I'm not going to ask you to tell your age. Y'all can just look at him and tell he young. He got a little baby face and everything. Young, young.
I'm climbing the ladder.
Well, we all are. We live. But you have been singing for a while. Who are some of your musical influences that you feel like have really influenced you and your singing?
That's a good question. I would definitely have to start by saying Whitney Houston. I am a crazy Whitney Houston fan. But if you slide over to gospel, I would definitely say Daryl Coley, James Moore, crazy Dickie Winans fan, Dorinda Clark. And then, I dabble in different directions. So, R&B, Rochelle Farrell, Will Downing. I listen to it all.
Well, you said one of them right off the bat that I think is just a really big one is Whitney Houston. That voice. There are some sounds that just come along once in a lifetime. There's nobody else that has ever or will ever sound like that individual. What do you try to do? What is it that you want to happen when you sing?
Honestly, I just I just want the doors to open up. I want there to be a release, like, oh my goodness, I can keep going, because there's so many people bound today with the struggles of life, the lack of sufficiency in funds, dealing with death. Um, I just want people's hearts to be open to say, hey, you know what? I'm living and I'm happy. I'm happy to live.
Yeah, yeah. Because music definitely changes the atmosphere. It
Period.
really changes the atmosphere. And your sound is so unique. It's so wonderful. Now, of course, we don't always get to play everything that we would like to play on the show because the internet police
Well, block it.
internet police will block it and have all kind of squiggly lines running across your feed and all that kind of stuff. But I want you all to go out to YouTube or any of your digital platforms and you can download JaCoree's single, which is My Destiny.
Trying to reach it.
I have it. I love it. It's on repeat in my world. I love it. And I hear my destiny calling. We're going to talk about that a little bit more and the testimony behind that tune in just a moment.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Miss Annie from way down south. She's loud, she's fun, but you'd better watch out. Put on your seatbelt and take the rollicking ride with the unpredictable Miss Annie as she whips and turns and drives straight into your heart. Own it today at www.sueroseberry.com.
Yay! If you're just tuning in, this is Moments with Mama Sue. Of course, we're here on Martin Luther King Day 2023, and I have the incomparable JaCoree Prothro joining me for Moments with Mama Sue. The conversation is already lit, and
Juicy.
we've been talking about JaCoree's musical influences, and he has a single that's out right now. Is it your first single that you released,
It
JaCoree?
honestly is my first single. Ooh, ooh, yes, finally. Like they used to say, finally, Karen, finally, JaCoree.
Finally, JaCoree. Now, I know that you have done background for lots and lots of people, and you've had lots of opportunities, but this is something different. It's something different when you're in the arena and you're the one that's doing the heavy lifting as the lead singer. How was that experience different for you?
You know what? What is really funny is through my process, I've done the background singing, but always they would pull me out because they were just like, I hear something different coming from you. So it was good to have like two sopranos, two altos, two tenors, and then have me on the side because I would hear something else and I would just start singing it. So it took me a while to really understand that he had called me to be more so a leader, if that makes sense.
Of course, it makes sense. Of course, it makes sense. And this is part and parcel of what scripture talks about your gift making room for you. Because we just start out just thinking we're just doing something, we just don't feel particularly extraordinary. But unique and different about the way you do the things you do
Right.
and the way that you sing. So, how would you classify your singing? Because I know that people have told me I'm a refined squaller. That's what somebody said, refined squaller. And I said, a refined squaller, but
It's
I
there. It's there. Yes.
so how would you categorize your singing style?
You know what? They actually call me a crooner. I was just like, crooner? What? I would say more so like a smooth crooner. Cause I'm gonna take you on an experience.
A smooth crooner. So some jazz influence.
Oh yes, definitely. Ella Fitzgerald, we had some of all of that playing. The Whispers, a little Angela Winbush, Ron Isley. I'm a mixture. I'm a real well baked cake.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So when you're talking about music, what what inspired you to write My Destiny?
Ooh. So honestly, to just clearly be honest, 3 months before my brother was murdered, I wrote this song, and I was sitting in because I always wanted to record. You say, "Oh, I want to record a song. I want to record my own song." So I was sitting up in my bedroom. It had to be about 3 in the morning, and I was just like, "God, I want my own song. I want my own sound." And I didn't necessarily want it to sound like the old Rugged Cross. N- No, no shade, but I wanted, I'm like, "Ooh, I want something that will captivate all the listeners, the new and the old." And I honestly penned this sitting in my bed one night, not realizing that it was my own testimony. Because I recorded the song and it sat around for about 2 or 3 years until a good friend by the name of Kim Burrell she hit me up on a live on Facebook and was just like, "What are you doing?" And I was just like, and she was like, "Well, what can I help you with?" And I was just like, "Can you listen to this song?" And she listened to it and she was just like, "It needs to come out now. It's good." So that was a spark of my destiny.
Wow. Now, if Kim Burrell is telling you to sing, you hear me what I say?
How you doing?
Kim Burrell is telling you it need to come out now. You need to sing. That is just all right.
So honestly, she was the spark of it because it was sitting on the shelf just collecting dust.
Wow. Wow.
And I didn't know what the song meant. I honestly, you ever, it, God actually had me write my testimony before what I was about to go through,
Wow.
to where I can listen to the lyrics of the song now, and it's just like, oh my goodness.
My God. My God. So talk about some of the lyrics to that song and what that meant to you after you went through, because you talked about the murder of your brother and how that impacted you. And tell us a little bit.
So honestly, some of the lyrics are Jesus take the wheel because he knows how I feel. Time is ticking, tocking, passing me by. So many people in and out of my life. At that present time, when I was writing the song, I don't know who was in it. My brother was still here. My father was still here. I had no idea that it would be the rhythm to the life that I was walking out.
But then when it
But I
finally comes to pass, you can see how God orchestrated all.
totally, totally.
Wow, that is so amazing.
And then I think the other piece of that is to sit back and actually go through, a lot of people experience death differently, and some it hasn't hit immediate enough to where you feel the sting of it. The sting of death hit my family with murder so hard to where when a murder or something is immediate, you can get stuck to where you don't feel like going on.
Mm.
But I had this song ringing, I hear my destiny calling me. In spite of all that I'm going through, this brick wall, me wanting to give up, throwing the towel and say, hey, forget it. No, he's still calling me to do something. He's still calling me to present. He's still calling me to sing a song so somebody else can say and see, I'm pulling you out and pulling you over. You are the example of the sting of death and pulling through. Not to get deep.
But that is deep, though. That is deep, JaCoree, to know, because a lot of times people are paralyzed by their circumstances, and especially uh, death. We've experienced a lot of that here recently, where we've seen people have what we consider to be untimely deaths. But I know God is in control, and He knows what He's doing, and He knows how all of this is going to play out. But to have someone ripped from you that you know, that you love so dearly just taken from you, that is such a blow. And trying to deal with that and move forward is a hard thing. Was he younger than you?
Yes, he was right under me. And then he has 3 kids, and just picking up the broken pieces of something that didn't have to happen, if that per to say. So it's but I've seen how God has, he's still in it. He's still making things work. But I've seen others, they couldn't, family just distraught and no more movement. So I'm very thankful.
And could not carry on. Could not carry on. Wow. Woo.
What are you saying when the real test come? Can you
Woo.
still sing as you go through the journey,
Now,
or do you just go mute?
reminds me of that scripture where he said, how can we sing in a strange land? Things are so difficult. It's hard to sing. Where do you find the motivation to sing and lift others when your heart is broken?
Ooh, yes, yes.
When your heart is broken. But thanks be to God for the strength and the will to push forward and push through.
Right.
So your song is available, y'all. You guys have to go and get I Hear My Destiny Calling, my destiny.
Yes, he is.
Now, that was not supposed to happen. That was a
But it was good.
logical, wrong, wrong. This is what I was trying to put up there. We got to follow JaCoree, and you got to be able to go to his website and see what he has going on, www.JaCoreeProthro.com. And you can also follow him on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Twitter. You guys, and look, I say this all the time, but the way to really invest and follow independent artists, you got to engage. Social media is a beast. It is a beast, and we're providing and putting content out there. And we need you guys to just follow it. Follow us. Number one, follow us. Go there and follow us. And then like it, share it. That doesn't cost you anything. And then engage. Don't just click the little blue thumbs up. Say something. Say, oh yes, you are absolutely right, JaCoree, or right, JaCoree, or amen, or something. Say something and do that engagement, because social media is for being social. What's the hardest thing for you, JaCoree, about being an independent artist? What's the most challenging thing?
There's so many challenging things, but I would have to say, I think one of the hardest things is when you're trying to do it by yourself and you're trying to gather your team, gathering like-minded people that'll also have and carry the weight of the passion that you have. That's been one of my challenges, because honestly, I can say that I've probably been more so a team of one. And that's been a challenge.
Absolutely, I'll agree with that. Team of one, and finding people who will support the vision. And I am so thankful. I have to say, Mama Sue's family, they survive or die. They be on here, and I appreciate them. And when you are trying to establish what you're doing, people think, because they're looking at you up there performing, and they say, oh, he got it all together. He got this, he got that. But they don't know that as an independent artist, everything that you're doing, you're having to do on your own.
That part.
There is no record label. There is no A&R budget. There is no free flow of resources to help you to do what you're doing. So it is really a blessing when others come alongside you and encourage you. You can't believe what it means just to have you guys to support a post and share that. That means everything to me.
That gives life.
It does.
That gives life.
It gives life. Well, show us your T-shirt, because you got one on.
Oh, if we can wear dead presidents, why we can't wear something that's alive, right?
Are those for sale?
Yes, they're actually on JaCoreeProthro.com/shop. You can go there. And I also have a brand called Liquid Love that was actually birthed out of my brother's murder, pushing past the sting of death and murder. So all of that's on JaCoreeProthro.com. So you can check that out. And then, I got to send you some beads. I have Liquid Love arm candy. I didn't put on my good stuff today, but we got to get you something for your arm.
Yeah, he got the goods. He got the stuff. I'm going to show y'all this picture again, because y'all see this arm candy. Yeah, y'all see it. And there's that website again where you can go and purchase merchandise. That means everything to an independent artist. And sometimes just one person saying that they support or they care or they're interested makes it, lightens the load. And we feel like we can go a little bit further, that we can keep doing what we're doing. Well, we're going to have a lightning round where we're going to talk to JaCoree and find out a little bit. We're going to have a speed getting to know.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a speed session with that and JaCoree in just a moment, right after this.
Yes, he is. And it's worthy. I'll glorify you. Hey, all of my days.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So you can get that anywhere that digital music is sold on all digital platforms. He's a great guy, and I thank you for doing that and for listening to it on your Spotify playlist and all of that good stuff. We're going to give some birthday shout outs later. So if it's your birthday this month, this is the last show of January. So we want you to go ahead and put your name in the chat. We're going to do some shout outs later, something a little bit special. But now I'm going back to my very special guest, Mr. JaCoree Prothro, and we're going to get to know him in a speed round. You know, have you ever been, JaCoree? Now, you a young single man. Have you been on Tinder or any of these sites?
No. Oh, Mama Sue know about Tinder. Lord have mercy.
Tinder.
Oh
Tinder.
my goodness.
That whole name just already gives you a run. I'll tell you that. Tinder.
Right. What you doing?
Anyway, let's find out a little bit about JaCoree. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is red. The blood of Jesus. Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, red. Well, that's so vibrant. Okay, what's your favorite soda? Water. What's your favorite soda?
Lemonade.
That ain't no soda.
Oh, I guess soda.
Well, we can say favorite beverage is lemonade.
Okay. No, you got me there. Lemonade is my go-to, but I would say Tahitian treat. Do y'all have that there?
Yeah. It ain't popular.
No.
It ain't popular.
That's one of my
You
favorites.
can't just go everywhere and get Tahitian treat.
Would it have to?
Can you?
Well, I mean, if you go to the, I don't want to say the ghetto, but the corner store, it would have to be like strawberry.
Okay, like Big Red.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Big Red or something like that. Okay, pie or cake?
Ooh, apple pie. Apple pie.
Apple pie.
Apple,
And
not
you,
peach.
JaCoree?
Oh, how you doing? Yes, I do a little something. Have you seen something? Yeah, I got to send you some of the videos. You
can cook. And the people is coming from far and near saying, ooh, have you tasted JaCoree's?
Ribs, spaghetti. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, see, we got to get together.
The ribs are so tender that they just fall.
I just take the bone out before I even serve them because they just be sitting there on top of the meat. Like, just take me.
Ooh, come on, Ray.
And you don't need no sauce.
Oh, no sauce needed. All right. Look, your cousin Rhonda's on here. She said all the men in our family can cook.
That part.
Oh,
my cousin.
You got somebody is backing up what you say. Okay. Hot dog, hamburger, or pizza?
Hamburger. Well done with grilled onions, please.
Oh, a hamburger. Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, I don't know. My favorite movie. Ooh, I don't. I have like 3: Jumping Jack Flash, The Color Purple, and Boomerang. I couldn't say Harlem's Night because they cuss too much, but I like that one too.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a movie. It's a movie. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That part. What you say? Next.
Okay. Who is your favorite actor or actress?
Ooh,
Actress.
Jesus. I would have to say, I'm old school, so it would be Whoopi Goldberg.
Ooh, Whoopi. So from our mouth to Whoopi, if it's Whoopi, JaCoree loves your acting, and
I
he's
do.
there on the West Coast. So if you get a chance to shout out to him, holla at your boy.
Please, please.
Who is, who is your favorite male singer?
I would have to say Daryl Coley flat out.
Wow, he was phenomenal. Daryl Coley could do some things with his vocals that nobody else could do, like acrobatics.
And you want to know what's funny is I actually made myself pigeon toed. So because he was pigeon toed, and I actually the next single that'll be dropping, he actually heard it on the radio. It's been revamped, and he actually reached out to me. So I got a stamp of approval on the next piece of music that's gonna hit the ears of the people.
Ah, well, we heard it here on Moments with Mama that he had made himself pigeon-toed like Daryl Coley, and has Daryl Coley's endorsement on the next release that's coming out. What is that single that's coming out? Can you
It's actually called "Help Me Praise Him," and it's I would say my destiny is more of, well, see, this is the funny thing, Mama Sue. I don't know if you have this same, I sing at church, I'm a worship leader, but what God produces through me musically is a little different than the Sunday morning experience. And I can do both, but my real sound is not necessarily a churchy sound. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
So a lot of times people will say, "Come to the church and sing my destiny," and I'm just like, I have to set that particular song up so that it works.
Yeah. Because it's definitely got a vibe to it.
Oh, and she knows it. Oh, that's nothing but love.
Yes, it's got a vibe to it. You gonna feel that. You gonna feel it. Okay. Okay, well good. We're moving on. So he has already said. Okay, who would your favorite let's see. Where would you like to go that you have never
Well, it's time to go to Paris. It's time to go to London. I want to see what's happening over there.
never been to Europe, been abroad to Europe? So Paris or London. Okay. Okay. If you could collaborate with any singer, musical artist, past or present, who would that be?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Where do you go with that question? Just names just cloud your brain. It would have to be Whitney. It would have to be Whitney Houston. I didn't get my chance, so it'd be like, come on back. Let's do this.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that would be wonderful. We wish we could have those influences again. But you know what? Through the the influence or innovation of technology,
That part.
can do things
Right.
that you didn't need to do. So maybe there'll be a chance for you to sing with her music somehow connected.
Come on. You creating, you sparking something over here.
Yeah, because people are doing that all the time. Natalie Cole sang with her daddy, and now Layla Hathaway over the Christmas holidays, she just did a remake of this
This Christmas. Yeah.
sang with her daddy. I'm like, Daddy, count it off. So maybe there'll be an opportunity for you to do a technological collaboration, which would be great too. Okay, why do you sing?
Whew. You know what? Honestly, I can say I sing. Well, I was about to say I sing because I'm happy. um, Honestly, when I'm singing, I feel free. I was diagnosed with Crohn's right out of high school. Um, And a lot of people don't know. I used to have nurses come into the house and give me IVs for 4 to 6 hours, on and off of prednisone. And these are just some of the pages of my story. But when I would sing, even going through that journey, it was just like I had no care in this world. I was just free as a bird. So when I honestly sing, I'm free. I don't have a care in this world. It's just me and the creator. It's just me and my God, and he's just using me creatively. So that's honestly why I sing.
Ooh, I love that. I see.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm happy. And I sing because I'm free. It makes me feel free. That is so beautiful. It's so inspiring because, the gifts that we have are placed in our lives for not just for others, but for our benefit too, because it helps us to make it through day by day.
That's the
So,
truth.
Peggy, what is that song? What is that song that gets you through a rough spot? What is that tune that you hear that you
The
love?
hymn, my hymn. That's I'm gonna stamp it. My hymn. Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. Because honestly, when I sing that song, it's a stamp of approval. Because when I learned the song, I didn't know what it meant. I just liked it because Dorinda Clark sung it. But as I begin to live day by day, I'm learning that I'm trusting him more and more. And I'm proving him or and or.
Oh, wow. Now that right there. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds. I'm gonna let you take a beat because here on Moments with Mama Sue, we can't let you get off of here without at least giving the people a little something, something. They gotta have a little taste of Corey singing, and I can't think of anything better than for you to sing a little bit of your hymn for the people.
Come
So
on.
do that in just a second. But listen, guys, while we're right there, you guys be sure to go and follow JaCoree on all of his platforms, interact with him, and download his single, My Destiny. We want to make an impact. And you can download it. I know you can stream it because you get a million songs for $9.99 on some platform. But I'd love it if you would stream and download the digital version of his single so that you can have it. And I'm going to find out from him right now if he has hard copies available because some of you have already told me you don't really do digital downloads, but you like hard copies and stuff. So you got that. JaCoree, do you have
Yes.
hard copies of it?
Honestly, right now I don't, but I'm working towards that because I'm putting out some extra stuff. I didn't want to do a hard copy of one song. So we're about to, put some other songs on there. Then it'll be well worth it.
All right. Well, will you come back and share that with us so we can be able to
Definitely.
get that and be able to have it because they will now Mama Sue's family, they will support and I love that about them. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get to experience the musical gifting of the incomparable JaCoree Prothro as he sings a little bit of his favorite hymn, Tis So Sweet. JaCoree.
Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him. I gotta take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know that it was said by God. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you, how I prove you o'er and o'er. Oh, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more.
Ooh, yes. That's one of my favorite hymns. Ooh, ooh, I love that. That was taking me somewhere.
Woo! Hallelujah.
And it much. It don't take much. We got them chiming in. Ooh, Brenda says, sing, sir. Lori says, sing, JaCoree. Your cousin Rhonda said, thank you, Lord, for your mercy. Oh, bless God. Amen. Amen. Oh, it's so wonderful. We got hands up. You
Glory, glory.
bring that with us because, woo, my. Woo. Chester's on and he says, Chester Brooks says, ah, yes. Sang for Jesus.
Bless you, son.
Sang for Jesus. Oh, we're getting ready to close out. We've had a wonderful conversation tonight with JaCoree, and I loved having you on because your heart is so pure. And you know what, JaCoree, I don't know if you even remember a few months ago, you were going live on Instagram. And it came across my scroll, my feed, and I popped on there. Do you remember me? I don't know where you were. You were out having a good time. Y'all were out in the city, I guess, of Oakland or wherever, and you had went live, and I just popped out there, and I just thought, isn't this fun that we get to have this connection with people that we did not absolutely get close to maybe before, but the pandemic kind of mooched us up against, well, that's
Yes.
the word, mooched us up against
Mooched. I like that.
mooched us up against one another. So now we get to interact with people. So what has been the biggest takeaway for you about the opportunities to network with people via technology?
You know what? It has I've always, or I'll say it this way, God has given me a boldness within technology now. Because back in the day, it was just like you would see or hear Mary J. Blige. You could buy a ticket to go see Mary J. Blige, but you couldn't really message or you couldn't feel like, you could touch them. And I've just been bold to where I get on there and I'll send a message to to King Kong just to see, it's made it very personable. It's balanced the ground floor for everything. So it's been amazing. Just like with you. I mean, I went from seeing you on the TV to being called from Stephen Roberts to come lead a song with the GMWA choir here to where I could walk up to you and actually meet and greet you. And then once the pandemic hit, hey, this is my auntie, Mama Sue. So it's, the way the world and cycles change, there's always goodness and glory in it.
Yeah. And the world seems like it's so much smaller now because of technology, because you can reach people that are across the pond or all over the world that are able to be reached by social media. Well,
True.
hang with me for 1 second because I gotta do this while we have an opportunity. We have a shout out or two for birthdays this month for January babies. I gotta say happy birthday to Aria Aline Ware. Happy birthday to uh, Harper Ware. And happy birthday to Mayetta Nelson. Happy birthday. Her birthday is actually today. Happy birthday, May. She's a faithful member of Mama Sue's family. So happy birthday, happy birthday. And happy birthday toward the end of the month coming up for uh, little Thelonious Ware. Those Wares were born in January. Happy birthday to Shakisha Kiki Tenner. She had a birthday just the other day. And to any of the others of you that are celebrating your birthdays, I want you to know that I love you. I appreciate you. And for your treat today, I am going to impose JaCoree. He asked me to do happy birthday for him when it was his birthday. So I'm going to have him sing happy birthday to you for all of our January birthdays. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Mr. JaCoree Prothro singing a special rendition of Happy Birthday on Moments with Mama Sue.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of you. Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, y'all better go now. Well, you have been serenaded by one of the best. Happy birthday to our January babies. We're getting ready to close. I thank you all for tuning in with me tonight, and I want you all to know that connecting with you is absolutely the best part of my day. I want to encourage you all, if you like what you're seeing on Moments with Mama Sue, please, please, if it's your first time visiting, put that in the chat. I go back through all of the comments and when I watch and replay, and I try to connect and respond to everybody and make sure I didn't miss anything as the show was going on, but connect with everybody. And I have a little something that I'd like to send to my first time viewers and invite you to be part of Mama Sue's family. We want you to be sure to like and share so we can grow our audience. And you can support what I'm doing if you like it by Cash App. And of course, that is at $Sue Roseberry, at $Sue Roseberry. In any amount, I just take it and reinvest it in what I'm doing so I can do more and do better. And of course, hopefully reach broader audiences with what I'm doing, advertising and different things. So it just helps me to do more. I'm having a great time, let me tell you, because I feel inspired and I'm committed to doing what I'm doing. But your help helps me to do it better. And if you don't like Cash App and you say that's not my thing, well, gotcha. You can do Venmo at Sue-Roseberry-1 and I can get it that way. And if you say, Mama Sue, I don't like Cash App, I don't like these digital things, they're not of God, and I don't send money that way. If you're old school like me, you can just go ahead and mail a check to P.O. Box 51422, Midland, Texas 79710. Either way, it will get to me. And above all, I want you to pray for me. Pray that the Lord will give me strength, that He will allow me to do what I'm doing from the bottom of my heart to be a blessing to others that I come in contact with. Well, we've had a great time tonight with my wonderful guest, JaCoree Prothro. JaCoree, I'm going to allow you to give the last words, an encouraging word, an uplifting word to Mama Sue's family.
Oh, let me first say thank you. Thank you for letting your name continue to ring past Sunday's best. I mean, it's just a joy to know and see that you're not letting, in this day and time, you see a lot of people as we get older and we climb the steps, we can become ancient of times. But I see that you're maneuvering through it all. You rocking this whole plane. So let me say thank you to you. And also just a word of encouragement. Keep trusting in Jesus at the end of the day. Guess what? As you wake up, call his name. He's the only one that can pull you out and pull you through what you're going through so you can get to your destiny. And that's where you want to be.
Ah, that's great to hear. Listen, I love you. And I want you all to hang in there with me next week, next month on Moments with Mama Sue. I have a spectacular guest coming in. All of them are sensational. I only know really good people. What can I tell you? And it's all positive over here. So I want you to follow me because I have somebody phenomenal coming up. next show. We thank you, JaCoree, for being with us. Hang out with me in the studio, and we're going to say goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
Woo! Now that's what I call a great show. Woo! We out of here. Mums and mamas, mums and mamas, moments. Ah, now we can do it a little better than that. Mums and mamas, mums and mamas, moments. Oh, well, all right, come on with it. Mums and mamas, mums and mamas, moments. Yeah. Oh. Mums and mamas, mums and mamas, moments. Oh, wait. Mums and mamas, mums and mamas, moments. Mums and mamas, never know what to expect. Hey. Mums and mamas, moments. Moments, yeah. Can't you? Well, now we might be done a little bit too much.